Hi everyone! Welcome to our channel. That was so cute!
That was so in sync. Today we'll be cooking apricot chicken. One thing that really annoys me online is when you want to cook an impressive dish or a dish you haven't cooked before, you look for a recipe and no one has bothered to give it a review, or people are too afraid to cook it because there are no reviews. So we've taken it upon ourselves to change the world, one recipe review at a time. We are, of course, amateur cooks.
Yes, we are.
We're by no means professional chefs.
No, which is why everything is in a different canister, bowl, plate.
I literally don't understand how people can have the same bowl like 100,000 times. Like, I'm just a normal person.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
When you try and make it look good, because usually we just all throw that in and go, yeah, it's fine.
So we're going to be trying to follow the method as much as we can, and really
to the T.
To the T. And then when it gets to a stage where we're not really sure what we're going to have to do, we're just going to have to wing it and do our interpretation of the instruction.
There's no such thing. We have to do it to the instruction.
But some of the instructions aren't exactly clear.
No, you'll see in other episodes. That's for sure.
Anyway, without further ado, we will start. So what's our first step?
Preheat oven.
Okay.
So you need to preheat the oven to 220 to 200 degrees Celsius on a fan force oven. So
we have a fan force oven, so will we be putting it to 200?
Yep. So next, drizzle half the olive oil in a large, heavy-based, flame-proof casserole dish.
We've got one right here.
We should just say drizzle 1 spoon of oil into here.
I don't know if they're going to lose points for that. They might. Cool. So you're going to pat your chicken dry. Try and get in between the wings. Pat the legs.
Pat the legs?
Pat those legs. Okay, and then you'll be doing basic chicken. Now it says pat the cavity. So if I open the chicken, hopefully you will have chicken where they've taken all the guts out.
Oh.
Like I do, which is great. Okay, so we're gonna get this. There's oil in there, so I'm just gonna kind of move it around, spread the oil a little bit. It doesn't say to do that, but I mean, I assume that's why there's oil in there. Okay, so we've got the chicken and the oil. What is that?
Fill the cavity with lemon.
All of the lemon?
It says fill with lemon.
All right,
it doesn't say all of it.
We're gonna assume that means all of it?
You wanna like face the chicken up and I'll just drop it in?
Okay, but maybe should we squeeze it? Like, did you just say just pop it in there?
No, it just says drop it in.
All right, pop it in there.
Oh, that made a weird sound. Oh. Yep, that's definitely a chicken hole.
Okay, so we've got lemon in our chicken. Woo! All right, what's next?
All right, tie up the chicken legs with string.
Okay, give me some string.
Why did I make a bow?
I'm not really sure. So I wouldn't really be making a bow, but if you have done one like what we've done, just double tie it so the legs stay together. Now we just need our scissors right here. Okay.
Perfecto. And then this goes back in the pantry.
Tuck your wings in. Okay.
So, tuck your wings in.
Tuck your wings in. All right, what else do we have? Sprinkle some of it on top of the chicken.
Yep.
Start there.
I'll do that because you've got wet hands.
Are you gonna salt bay this?
Oh, I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, probably not. Just, okay. That's really interesting. It's like already starting to look really good.
It's already, maybe that's why it looks like so brown in the
photo. Maybe this is a recipe that's gonna look like the photo, guys. I'm excited for that. Okay, Can I have some more here?
You can have as much as you want. There is.
Fantastic. Okay, so then what do we do with the rest of it?
We put it around. Add remaining soup mix around chicken. Add nectar, brandy. Brandy is an optional one, and we are choosing to not put brandy in because that's expensive. And YouTube doesn't pay the bills yet. All right, you ready?
Yep.
I don't know why it wants to put the soup base first. Yeah, I'm going around. Oh god, that's a chunk.
Yeah, so when you start patting the chicken with it, just be mindful it's gonna all clump together in kind of like a chunky form. Just if you can, scrape as much as you can off your fingers, I would suggest, and just pop it in the pan around the chicken.
It says the garlic needs to be crushed, so I'll be crushing the garlic. Crushing. Huh?
I'll be putting the water in.
Great work.
This is teamwork. Whoever tells you one person can do chicken's a liar.
Yeah, see, I haven't got salmonella on my hands, but she does. Almost forgot the time.
What's the time? How long does the chicken take to cook? You love my jokes. Maybe I can brush the chicken at the time.
Alright, and that's it for step 3. So now it goes into the oven for 15 minutes, then we reduce the temperature, and then we bake it for an hour. Then we
Seems pretty simple.
Alright, let's have a look how we're going. Alright, let's bake it. Alright, so the chicken has been in the oven for an hour. It's time to take it out, put all the other ingredients in, and then back into the oven for 45 minutes. Alright, so while the chicken is in the oven, we are going to be making mash.
And this recipe is actually vegan mashed potato recipe. So what we need is 4 peeled potatoes cut into 8s or quarters. Alright, so we're gonna put this into a cold pot of water behind us. And then bring the virgin olive oil to low heat with whole peeled garlic cloves and loosely chopped chili pepper. We're going to use chili powder because when I clicked on the chili pepper, it took us to chili flakes, and we don't have any chili flakes. So get your fry pan. You're going to add your oil, peeled garlic cloves, and loosely chopped chili pepper or your chili powder if you have some chili powder at home. And we'll be putting our paprika in. And we'll be letting it cool.
Alright, so the potatoes are done cooking. They're nice, they look soft, they're ready to mash.
Oh, they are soft. So as you're doing that, we should be adding the oil.
I don't know how this is going to work because...
I'm not sure this is what the recipe said.
Because oil's red, but the picture is not red.
And then you'll be adding some soy milk as you do it. So make it a little bit wet.
Did I just break the pan? This has got to be the strangest mash I've ever made because the paprika has such a strong color throughout the oil. Like it looks like a sweet potato mash more than it does a potato mash.
So I don't know if you can see this, but it's looking really good. It's actually looking just like the picture. I'm so happy with it. So what you're gonna wanna do is get your apricots, put them in the broth. These onions look amazing. The capsicum looks amazing. The chicken looks amazing.
I kind of want to baste the chicken a little bit with it.
I know, but we can't. The recipe doesn't tell us to do that, so we're not going to.
Doesn't matter.
Ah! You okay?
Yep.
Don't do whatever he just did.
Alright, now that the veggies are all done, it's back in the oven for another 15 minutes and then it's dinner time.
It's reviewing time.
Reviewing time.
The chicken's not too bad.
Mine's a little bit dry.
The mash is really paprika-y. I think I might have put too much.
Very, very paprika-ish.
The zucchini's not bad. I see why she told us to put it in later. It gives a bit of crunch, a bit of texture.
I think it all works well together. I think the mash is a little bit out.
Yeah. So this is apricot chicken, so I feel like I need to try some actual apricot with this chicken.
Yeah.
It goes together, the apricot and the chicken, but like I prefer the chicken by itself. I'm so plain. Would I cook it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd cook it again.
I would cook it again. I'd probably do a few different things.
I'd make the mash not have paprika.
Yeah. Make it more of a standard mash to go with it, so it doesn't add another flavour to the dish, an unnecessary flavour to the dish. I think it's all pretty good without the mash.
Yeah. I definitely think if you have a big pan like what I did and you didn't have a hot pot at home, like the recipe had a look that that's what you were supposed to use, I would add like maybe 1.5 cups of vegetable stock or a little bit more water, knowing that water will dilute the flavour. I definitely would prefer the veggie stock. I probably wouldn't even add the mash. Like I think there's enough vegetables that you don't really have to worry about it. Like we only use 1 zucchini, 1 capsicum, like 2 onions, you know, and you've got the apricots. I think that's enough vegetables, but you know, if you're a mash person, definitely do it. I think it tastes great.
Yeah, I agree. I like it.
So what would we give the mashed potato out of 5?
I'd give it a 2.5.
I'd give it a 3. So maybe in the middle, like 2.5 or 3.
2.5.
We'll give it a 2.5. The problem is, I don't know if we added too much paprika.
I really like the chicken and the veggies all round, and that broth that it's produced, that it's been cooking in.
Honestly, the chicken's a 5. Like it's so good. Like I can't really fault it. I feel like if you're going to cook apricot chicken and you use this recipe and you make it at home for anyone, you and your friends or your family, or your lover, you definitely wouldn't be disappointed.
Your lover?
Yeah, I definitely don't think you'd be disappointed. I feel like you would, if I gave this recipe 5 stars and you saw a 5-star and you cooked it, you'd be like, yeah, this is a 5-star recipe.
Yeah, I'd say so. Alrighty, on that note, we're going to eat this because we are starving.
Absolutely
it's taken
starving.
us 3 hours to do, 4 hours almost to do. So we're going to go eat. We'll see you in the next one.
Until next week, we will cook something different. If you have any recipes for us that you'd like us to review, that you've always wanted to cook but had no reviews on it, put it in the comments below. If we said something wrong and you want to point it out, put it in the comments below. We'll be happy to reply.
No. Don't point out wrong things. We're only new. We know what we're doing wrong. I want to show you the dishes after. God.
I definitely want to learn. Put it in there for me. He doesn't have to reply.
Alright, we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.